Yeah, so of course Bethune Cookman, then Southern Miss, but then a trip to Texas A&M, and it's going to be serious. Then it's going to be grown man football, and that's that Texas A&M defense. They lost quite a bit, but they've recruited so well. They're going to have a top 10 or 12 defense in the country. They're going to be really strong on that side of the ball. It's going to be fascinating to see TVD and company go at that and that offensive line. It's going to be fascinating at the line of scrimmage against Texas A&M.
At least that's what I'm hoping for, because what you're going to have there is the coaching ability and the technical side. Because I don't necessarily know if we have the talent just yet on that front, Mark. But them knowing what we can't do, knowing that we're going up against a bigger, longer front, or if they're more of a speedy front, they're going to be able to break that down. Can we kick slide against them? Do we have to quick set against them? Do we want to mesh our pass protection? Can we handle big on big? Do we need a running back to come up and help a chip on a particular player? Do we need to leave Will Mallory? Does it help if he's at tight end or if he's at H-back to help us in the pass protection? Do we need to slide the pass protection? Can we pull and then slide this way and have this guard now block the play side DN? All those kinds of things are things this offensive line will know. And this coach and this coaching staff will be able to present, not do what I just did and talk about it, not just draw it up, but be able to teach it and be able to show them how to do it, show them what it's supposed to look like, show them hey, this is how it's supposed to look, this is what we're going to get. They have all these different fronts and they roll like 8 or 9 deep, have an extensive breakdown of this player and that player and this player and that player. His go-to move is speed to power. His go-to move is a double swipe. His go-to move is a push, pull, swim. He's going to go to that on third downs. All of these things is what us coaches do when we're sitting down and we're breaking pass protection and pass rush and pass set down. All these things are very, very important. Okay, and the upper echelon of coaching is going to be on that offensive line. They're going to have extensive, great level of coaching. Now, the question is, can the players meet the moment? Can they meet the moment and play? Okay, because once you get out there and you jog out on that football field, it's going to be you and the man in front of you. He's been coached up well. I've been coached up well. Let's see what happens. If he just happens to be better than me, now we have to try to find ways to help me out. And that's what, in-game coaching is about. Figuring out ways to help our players out once we get them out there. So I'm excited about it, and I'm hoping that our front is ready, because that game in particular, I'm going to even say this, Mark, just bluntly. If we want to win that game, we can't go in and go into a lack of better term, a stick swinging contest. We would lose that. Go out there, establish the run, of course. I'm not saying we need to be Wazoo under Mike Leach or Mississippi State. I'm not saying that. But don't go in there trying to blow these people off the ball, and we can't do that just yet. It's week 3 under a brand new regime. Lean onto your proven player and your quarterback. Okay, now, again, if we get out there and we pop out an 8-yard run on the first play, all right now. But if we're out there and it's 1st and 10, 2nd and 9, 3rd and 8, okay, punt. Go to the next drive. 1st and 10. So now 2nd and 15, because they just had a TFL. We just keep trying to establish the run, and it's not working. You need to be able to adjust out of that. And now, here's the tricky part. They know you can't run the ball. So what are they going to do? They're going to go out there in the 3-man fronts. You're going to go out there in the dimes and the nickels. And now with your plan B is the passing game. And if you can't go toe-to-toe with that, then now you have to be able, when they come out into that, now let's try to run against their dime fronts. Let's try to run against their nickel fronts. Let's see what we can do when the box is lightened up, because now we're 4 wide and they just got 3 down linemen and 2 inside linebackers. What can we do? Can our line block that? Can we triple team the nose to the backer? Can we, all that kind of stuff. So again, I can get real X's and O's, but I'm excited about that game because it is a measuring stick to see what's going to happen. But Don't go in there trying to play, I'm a bigger man than you. Yeah. Dude, we're not going to win that game. They're an established program, especially on the defensive line. They have a really good defensive line culture there and a very deep and talented defensive line room. Don't go in there feeding into their hands. Establish what you can in the run, but lean onto your proven player and your quarterback. And I think Miami will have a good chance coming out of there with a W, or at least a respectable game that you can look back on. And when you go live that next later on that night or the next day, you can say, hey, Miami went in there and fought their asses off. But Texas A&M is a little bit more established and be better. We're going to look at this Miami team in 2 weeks when they play North Carolina and judge them then. We're going to look at this Miami team a month from then when they play Clemson, and we're going to judge them off of those three major games. But after that game, I respect what Coach Cristobal is bringing to the table.